Hey folks, welcome to this edition of Bytes. We'll be discussing the question, should I invest more? What I mean by that is asking the question, should I invest more in my digital marketing for a product or service that I'm selling or offering to a community? There are some great tools that you can utilize that'll help you answer that question. And my hope today is that we'll go through a few tips and tricks that you can learn to determine if investing more in your online strategy will yield greater results for you. We'll go through an example as well. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that we need to do is we need to do a research and we need to model it out. So what do I mean by that? Document your SERP rankings for high value keywords and phrases. SERP means search engine results page. So think about it like this. You go to Google, you type something in, and you get all of these different options to click on. That is what we call the SERP, so search engine results page. So we'll be using that lingo a couple times today. But I want you to go through and think about your business. Maybe you own a heating and air business. Think about all the products and services that you offer, and also think about what you believe individuals are going to Google and typing in to find your business. If you're an AC company, maybe it's not always need an air conditioner. Maybe it's that someone's air conditioner is broken and that's actually what they're typing in. So I want you to go through and document all the products and services that you offer, as well as what you believe people are typing in to Google. That's an important first step. The next is look at those keywords and determine your search engine results page landscape and competitiveness. So what do I mean by that? Let's just say that I was in a local market and I conducted a search for an AC unit provider in my market. Chances are it's going to be very competitive. There are going to be 4 paid placements or 4 paid ads at the very top, followed by around 10 additional organic rankings and then some more ads on the bottom. So knowing if it's a very competitive bidding structure on Google is a very important component of this that we'll get into momentarily. The third step, after you've developed all of those high value keywords and phrases that you think you might want to advertise or bid on in Google, you want to use the Google Keyword Planner. So the Google Keyword Planner is something that anyone can use and it's free. It does take a little bit of getting used to, and any digital agency out there should be able to help you with this. But by using the Google Keyword Planner, you're able to take those high value keywords and phrases, put them into the Keyword Planner, and from that you'll actually be able to determine how many searches were done on Google, Yahoo, or Bing over the last 30-day period. So why is that important? Well, if you're determining if you should invest more in your online marketing, knowing how many people or how many searches are being done in your market area for your specific products every month is going to be a great place to start. Don't forget though, by using the Google Keyword Planner, you're only pulling Google search queries. You need to factor in Yahoo and Bing as well. Yahoo and Bing accounts for 20 to 25% of all searches. So whatever you get from the Google Keyword Planner, make sure that you account an additional 20 to 25% of search volume in Yahoo and Bing. The last step, which we're going to go over here in an example, is building a return on ad spend model for your high value products and services. So let's go ahead and let's dig into the example. The customer that we'll be sharing today is called the Aesthetic and Spa Company. They went through and they determined that their highest value keywords for products and services that they offered surrounded Botox, fillers, and laser hair removal. They offer a lot of different products. Anybody can walk in the door and buy a product or service, but they determined that these had an average annual customer value of between $1,200 and $3,000, depending on how many visits someone made or the product line that they were purchasing. So that's really where they started. And they used the Keyword Planner to look at all the searches in their market area for Botox, fillers, laser hair removal, and all other key phrases that they thought people were wanting to actually search for. And what it returned was that monthly market area searches equaled about 11,500. So what that meant is that 11,500 searches were taking place online for people looking for Botox, fillers, laser hair removals, or similar products and services. That's a great basis to determine if it makes sense to invest in furthering your efforts in these products. Also, it returned that the average monthly cost would be about $2,500 if they wanted to show up for all of those searches. We call that share of voice, we call it impression share, but they wanted to show up for about 100% of all the searches, and that's about what it's going to cost. That's how much they're going to invest. After the campaign ran, here are the metrics. And these are some metrics that are industry specific. You can oftentimes research these numbers online, or you can talk to a digital marketing agency with experience in that field, and they'll be able to give you some benchmarks that you can use to determine your return on ad spend. But with their campaign, they had a 3% click-through rate. That yielded 346 clicks on their ads that went to landing pages. Let's assume they had nice landing pages and they generated a good, solid conversion rate of 8%. Again, conversion rates vary by industry and competitiveness, but if you have a really good landing page, that's going to help you boost your conversion rates. They had an 8%, which resulted in 28 calls, form fills, and chats. So those were the conversions that they were looking for. They wanted leads. Out of those 28 calls, form fills, and chats, they closed 5 new customers. So they booked 5 new customers. So if they take 5 times their average customer annual spend of $2,100, they generated $10,500 in gross revenue from this campaign. Now it's up to them to determine, does that return on ad spend make sense? The only way that you can determine this sometimes is by running a campaign. But a great basis for running the campaign is documenting your results page rankings, understanding the Google Keyword Planner, how many searches are being done, and then formulating a good return on ad spend model to see if it makes sense for your business. Thanks for joining us. Until next time.